All right, so we're back on the E module, and we're going to do verticals on the E module. And you will notice that there's, in your kit, the vertical for E1, or E vertical 1, is in 2 pieces. So that's not a mistake, they did that on purpose. So let's get the hold of them here, and get that down here, and we'll move it, move this process right along. This one's going to be pretty easy overall, I think. This has got a pretty big curve in it here. See how this is going to set in here. Put a pin in here to help hold this while we're playing. So move that down into there. This is a pretty simple one compared to some of them that we've done. This looks like it's probably going to be the right size. Actually, it is just a little smidgen big, but I think it's going to be okay. Certainly will make for a nice, smooth, tight fit. So that's vertical 1. We'll get the alignment right, 100% right, once we get the glue in place. All right, and vertical 2. This one's going to be a little bit more interesting. So right there, like that. And that's going to be a pretty straight shot. Come back just a touch more. That's better. And a straight shot up along here until we get to this point. And for the moment, I'm just going to kind of push it into place. And that's a little bit longer than what we're going to need for this, isn't it? As you can see there, we're going to have a big piece cut off of there. Grab my pencil here. You want to cut off that. Along there. Check this fit again. All right, in there like it's supposed to be. Gosh, I won't hardly even have to pin that one to get it to stay in place. But there we have it. I mean, this was this was so fast, just continue on and let's glue some, okay? You can see the gluing process again. Haven't seen that for a while. All right. So, hide the glue for myself. I'm going to put glue along this top edge here. And on this end. And then we'll lay some down here on the bottom. I found that this was easier for me to do it this way, laying a beetle on the bottom like this, instead of putting it on the bottom of the vertical itself, because as I was working with it, I was scraping it back and forth across the top, spreading glue all over the place. So I thought I might be doing it this way. I've tried it a couple times and it's worked for me a lot better. Should get that edge in there nice and straight, all right? And again, of course, this is a whole lot easier to deal with. It's very easy curves. Nowhere near some of the complicated curves that we had earlier. Being as this is one of the expansion modules, obviously it's not going to be as complicated. But it will certainly give us a lot more room to do stuff with, to lay track and to put buildings. And so I'm really excited about this. I don't know that I've mentioned it before, but this kit, what they've designed here, will give me the capability of having 22-inch diameter curves, which I really need for a couple of my trains and any kind of additions that I make down the road in the future. So I wanted to have the room to be able to do it instead of being limited on an 18-inch curve. All right, and then this piece, I'll put glue on these two edges and across here. And of course, we're going to weld all this as well. It just helps us with getting a welding process in there and get it all down there like it's supposed to be. All right. Pull this out a little bit here at the bottom. It's pushed in, okay. There we go. That looks real good. That looks good and straight. We can weld real quick. And we'll get this side here just a little bit. Turn that. This end in here. Go over here and do the same thing. And then we'll run a beetle on the bottom. We'll run a little bit right here where we join the two pieces together, just to help them stay in place. And we'll find ways of covering that when the time comes. Gosh, I almost didn't even have to do anything with this one. This one just practically jumped right in there like it was supposed to. You thought it was made that way. This isn't going to take a whole lot of pins. I'm going to do a couple in some strategic locations just to make sure that my alignment stays like it's supposed to. All right, and some welding. All right, so that's it. Touch that just a little bit right there. That's it for the E module. That's all done. We'll set it aside and let it dry, and we're almost ready to start putting it all together. Got to do some work on the F module, and then we'll be done.